All right, everybody, come on in, come on in. What would you like me to say? Did you get a haircut? Looking good. Lovely. I remember those. Joe, what? No, Joel should not be getting a haircut. That's a very selfish thing of him to do, to cut his hair. I told him I live vicariously through those fabulous locks. It's already a little too short. Oh, is this live? Is this mic live? Did everybody hear that?
It's live. It was heard throughout the United States. But don't worry.
We'll use it. All right, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Eshel.
Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. My name is David Eshel, one of our rabbis here at Wilshire Boulevard Temple on the Bima with Cantor Don Gurney. And Cantor Gurney, maybe we introduce our phenomenal musicians we have with us.
Leo Shayapov on these 3, 4, 5 instruments, all woodwind instruments. Hope Easton is playing just one extraordinary instrument tonight, the electric cello. Electric cello. Right? Jordan Ross on percussion. Yeah, he's manning the box tonight. And Bill Beck, our pianist this evening. So thank you all. Ahead of time, you're going to enjoy our music tonight, I'm sure.
Beautiful. So before we begin, let's just turn around to the people that we know, the people that we don't, and wish them Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Fantastic. I love it, I love it. All right, we're going to open this evening on page 12, with Lechune Ranena.
Come, let us sing to God. We are requested to do that every day, all day long. All these beautiful psalms we sing on Friday night. Let's sing to God.
1, 2, 3.
Lechune Ranena, Lechune Ranena, Lechune Ranena, Adonai. Naria, le soli scendo, le cani ma fanno tutto da. Naria, le soli scendo, bis mi rotta via là. Le conderanena, le conderanena, le conderanena, le conderanena, le conderanena, le conderanena, la domai. Naria, le soli scendo, le cane ma fanno le toda. Naria, le soli scendo, is mi rottariamo, le soli Turn back one page. You don't even need the page. Hine mato. Hine mato marayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato marayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato marayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato marayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato marayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato marayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato, hine mato, la 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 la. Hine mato, hine mato, la 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 la. Hine mato marayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato marayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato, hine mato, la 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 la. Hine mato, hine mato, la 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 la. Hine mato marayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato marayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
All right. Here we go. We're going to turn back now to page 2, pages 2 and 3, pages 2 and 3, and we are going to invite up Natalia and her family, Juliet and her family, and Kayla and her family to light our Shabbat candles. As you can see, we have 3 separate tables, 1 per family. This is going to be fabulous. What's that? 1 gluten-free. Fabulous. Oops.
Let's all bring the light of Shabbat in. And we join. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
So now we're going to jump ahead to pages 20 and 21 as we sing Lecha Dodi and welcome in the Sabbath bride. Cantagourney, what verses are we singing tonight?
Wait, I'm going to try to divine
Let's
this.
see this.
1, 2, 5, and 9.
1, 2, 5, and 9.
I'm exhausted from that.
Inspired choice. Here we go. Pages 20 and 21. Lecha Dodi.
בחדותי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקרא ולה. לנו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת זרים תהילה. לך אדוני, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, תירוש מקדם לזכותך, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך אדוני, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה. Verse 5. התעוררי, התעוררי, יבערך אורי, 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 שיר דברי, לכל הלילה נגלה. לך אדוני, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, לפני שבת וקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה, לפני שבת וקבלה.
We rise and face the entrance as we greet the Sabbath bride.
בואי ושלום, עטרת מעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, אדוני, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה. לך אדוני, לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה. לך אדוני לקראת כלה, פני שבת וקבלה.
We remain standing as we continue with Chatzit Tradish. We're on page 26.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמד ירחילותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכם וביומכם ובחיי לכל בית ישראל. בגלה, בגלה, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמירה במברך, ויעלם עולם ויעלמיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי לקודשך. בריחו לאלה מן כל ברכתך ושיערתך, ושבחתך ונחמתך, ואמירם בעלמא, ואמרו אמן.
We continue now on page 28 with the Baruchu, our call to prayer.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch
Let's read together now at the top of page 31. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows.
Yom u'mevilayla, u'mavdil ben yom u'velayla, Adonai tzivot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamidim l'chaleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, amari v'ravim.
We continue on page 32. God's love for the people of Israel is the gift of the Torah. Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat Olam, Bet Yisrael, Amcha ata, Torah u'mizvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, b'shokbenu v'kumenu, na'asiyach bechukecha. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, b'shokbenu v'kumenu, na'asiyach bechukecha. V'nismach, b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. Kayenu le'or yameinu, u'va'evnei olam va'layla. 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 Ve'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch ata Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai echad. Baruch Shem kevod malchuto le'olam va'ed.
You may be seated.
Except for 3 young people we'd like to call up here to join us.
Come on up, Juliet. Come on up, Kayla. Come on up, Natalia, to lead us in Ve'ahavta. Yeah, come on. We'll do it up here. We'll do it up here. We're on page 36. We're on page 36.
ובכל Kedoshim Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim. V'hiyot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
That was so beautiful. Let's all read together at the bottom of the page. You shall
Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions which are charged you today. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God.
Adonai Elohechem emet.
Let's continue now on page 40 with Mi Chamocha. Let's read together now at the top of page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
The ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לתורתם ברית העולם. Your turn.
שמרו בני ישראל
Sing loud, you can get on the live stream.
את השבת
לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, ושמרו
בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים, את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל
את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
וביום השביעי שבת, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We're now going to continue on page 46 with the Amidah. I want to invite back up Juliet, Kayla, and Natalia to lead us in the Amidah. For the rest of us, I invite us all to please rise.
Amin. Mechayeh umatzmi al Yeshua b'ne'eman ata lechayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hakol.
We now continue silently through page 62, and we remain standing until the ark is closed.
Hear now our prayer for peace. Shalom Rav. You'll find it on page 60.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to take you, it's going to kind of go like this a little bit, but I promise we will get somewhere. I hope. Anyway, so when my son was little, whenever we tried to get him to do something or clean up, or he'd always say, not today, tomorrow. Not today, tomorrow. But he said that every day, right? Every day he said, not today, tomorrow. We wanted to like maybe try a new sport, or maybe try on a pair of pants that we bought him because he hated to try on clothes, or maybe whatever it was. Not today, tomorrow. Then, okay, this is also phenomenal. These good friends of mine, her mother recently passed away. And one of her famous sayings was, this is great, don't do today what you can do tomorrow, because tomorrow maybe you won't have to do it. Right? Don't do today what you can do tomorrow, because maybe tomorrow you won't have to do it. Which is, the irony of it was this woman, did everything, serious go-getter. But here's the point. All of us have felt that kind of rushing and running around where we know that we have things that we need to do, want to do, people we want to be with, people we want to see, but things are always getting in the way. I'll get to it. Tomorrow I'll do it. Tomorrow I'll get to it. Tomorrow I'll make the phone call. Tomorrow I'll reach out, right? Because there's so much going on, right? How many of you have ever felt that way, that you're just so busy in some fashion, and I'll get to it, I promise. Not today, tomorrow. Oh, no, wow, oh, yeah. No, there were other people who raised their hand, and then some of the people kind of did like this, and they were like, oh, no, all right. But here's the thing. We are actually in a very interesting period of time. Very interesting period of time. And in Israel, it actually has a name. This period of time right now, it's called Achrei HaChagim, which means after the holidays. That's when stuff gets done. Actually, the Knesset opens, bills, things get, but prior to that, nothing gets done. Everything shuts down. And for us, right? Wow, we just got hit by a wave of holidays. Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, then we got Sukkot, right? And then Shmini Atzeret. We're like, what's Shmini Atzeret? I don't even know. Love Shmini Atzeret. Actually, one of my favorite holidays. That's for another drash. Then we have Simchat Torah, right? And now we're like, my goodness, we'll get to the stuff, but we have all these holidays to deal with right now. Now, today is actually the tomorrow. Here's what I mean by that. It's fabulous. It's fantastic. So we're about to enter a new Hebrew month. The month of Cheshvan. Okay, the month of Cheshvan. Another name for the month of Cheshvan is Mar Cheshvan. Now, this is where it gets a little cuckoo. I'm just putting it over to the side. You'll see what I mean in a second. So Mar Cheshvan, some define this, the name of this month, as coming from Ugaritic language that means the 8th month. That this next month following Tishrei, which we just had, is the 8th month. Which means that Tishrei, some say, is the 7th month. Huh? How could it be the 7th month when it was Rosh Hashanah, head of the year, the new year? Right? But that's a whole nother. Some say it's the head of the year, some say it's the 7th month. We even have, in our Jewish tradition, how many of you knew this? We have 4 New Years. 4 of them, 4 New Years. So but that, we're going to put to the side. We're going to get back to this idea of Mar Cheshvan. Let me translate this word for you. Mar means bitter. Bitter, Cheshvan. Oh, ooh, bitter. Why? Why is this called bitter? Because in this month of Cheshvan, there are no holidays other than Shabbat. No holidays other than Shabbat. Every other month has a holiday, not Cheshvan. So people call it Mal Cheshvan, bitter Cheshvan. Oh, we don't have a holiday to celebrate. That's too bad. Oh, that's so bad, sad. But actually, I like to look at it in the opposite, right? And there's a beautiful teaching that says that the holiness of this month is hidden in the term Mal Cheshvan. Because if you flip, you put a mirror to the word Mal, you get Ram, which means on high. On high, a time of holiness. And here's our opportunity. All right, now check this out. So we said between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, right? And Rosh Hashanah it is written, and on Yom Kippur it is sealed, right? Our quote-unquote fate, or what's going to happen over this next year. And we're like, oh my God, the gates are closing, the gates are closing. But then there's a beautiful teaching that says, no. The gates actually don't close. The gates don't close on Yom Kippur. They close at the end of Sukkot. Why? Because the first thing that we're supposed to do at the end of Yom Kippur is start building your sukkah. Put that nail in the sukkah. What do we do on Sukkot? What is like the main mitzvah is inviting people to your sukkah, into your home. It is an opportunity, it's giving us the chance to actually start working on the stuff that we promised ourselves during those 10 days in between. I'm gonna be better, I'm gonna help out, I'm gonna fix this relationship. All the different things that we said that we're gonna do, Sukkot gives us that opportunity. Invite people over to your house, perfect. Then it says, the gates are actually closed then. Now, another teaching, I love this one even more. It says the gates don't actually close right then. They close at the end of Cheshvan, the holiness of Cheshvan, because since there are no other distractions, except for maybe a bat mitzvah, but even then it's okay. No other distractions, no excuses. We have the opportunity to get to work, right? We have the opportunity to work on the things that we promised ourselves. How do I know that that work is holy? Because holiness is a verb. Holiness is a verb. The relationships that we have with each other, the work that we do with each other, that's a verb. It says it right there. It says it right here. You can't see that, but I'll read it to you. You can see that, but maybe you can't read that anyway. It's okay. It says, Kedoshim tihiyu ki kadosh ani Adonai Elohechem. You be holy. Be holy. Do it. Be holy. Because I, Adonai, your God, am holy. What's fabulous about this is that holiness, our holiness, Kedoshim tihiyu, our holiness is in the plural. It says you plural. So my holiness depends on your holiness, and your holiness depends on mine. So all of that happens when we do the work, right? During Cheshvan. But check this out. I love this. Here's another connection. So what do we do on Simchat Torah? It's the joy of Torah. Woo! What do we do? We're finished the Torah. We just finished it. And how do we, so like the book is closed. How do we celebrate Simchat Torah when we finish reading the Torah? What do? Shots over here. Look. Yes, and okay. What do we do? What do we do as soon as we finish reading the Torah? We start again. As soon as you finish, boom, the last word, you start reading the beginning. Which says to me, all right, we just closed that book, but then we open it again right away. So the book of life, we say, oh, it's closed at the end of Yom Kippur. No, it's closed at the end of Sukkot. No, it's closed at the end of Cheshvan. Yeah, but only for a second. It opens up again right away of Cheshvan. So my Shabbat prayer for all of us, my Shabbat blessing for all of us, is that now we take the time, we have the opportunity. Let's take the opportunity to get to work, fixing ourselves, working on our relationships, bringing each other closer and closer to holiness. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Rabbi Eshel shared with me what he was going to be speaking about.
Check this out. This is good. Check this out. You're going to like this. This is good. I'm telling you. I like it.
It's good. And COVID doesn't kill me. He might do it. I thought it was a great opportunity, especially in a Reform congregation, to introduce and share with you one of our most ancient and beautiful liturgical musical traditions, and that is the announcing of the new month. Right? So, the announcing of Rosh Chodesh, new month, in Judaism is as old as our oldest festivals, right? Before Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Back with, Sukkot and Pesach and Shavuot, the ancient harvest festivals. It's how they structured their lives. So each month was a cause for celebration and also an opportunity to pray to God for goodness, life, sustenance, parnasah, right? A living, all those fundamental things. Right? So on page 261 in your prayer book, traditionally this is chanted Shabbat morning with the Torah out. Then I realize you'll probably never get to hear it unless your bat mitzvah falls when we bench Rosh Chodesh. Okay, so I know you're going to get to hear it twice. So the tradition is we have this beautiful prayer here. You can read the basic, kind of a summation of what it's asking for, right? But also the tradition applies to these few words underneath it. When we actually say, what day of this coming week is the new month of Mar Cheshvan going to fall, right? So we have to announce to people it's going to fall this Tuesday and Thursday, because otherwise they didn't have calendars. Right? They had to share this information throughout the community. They would have people, going from community to community to let them know when the sunset was, right? That's why we still have, 2 days of Rosh Hashanah. And the musical tradition is that this doesn't apply to Mar Cheshvan. Why? Because, as Rabbi Eshel taught us, there are no holidays in Cheshvan. But if it's a month you're announcing which has a holiday, special holiday, attached to which is a very unique melody, when you announce the new month, you would sing it to that melody, right? So people will know what month you're announcing by the melody attached to it, right? So we don't announce the month of Tishrei, during which Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur fall. Why? Everybody knows when those things are, right? The month before Tishrei, the month of Elul, we announce that month, and we announce it by including several of the very prominent melodies from the high holidays. For instance, let's say Rosh Hashanah was going to be happening, Tishrei, or Elul was going to be happening this coming week. I would do something like this. Rosh Chodesh Elul, yeh b'yom hashlishi u'b'yom harevi. That's set to the Kaddish that is sung in the Musaf service in a traditional synagogue. Yitkadash v'kadash v'rabah. You don't say anything else. You just sing the melody. Everyone's supposed to know. And then the next half, Haba aleinu ve'akol Yisrael tova. So two little melodies woven together, both attached to the high holidays. Of course, Mar Cheshvan doesn't have one. But I thought I would demonstrate the prayer itself. So take a look at 261, you can follow. I'll sing you this contemporary version of the blessing for the new month, in this case, Cheshvan. Yehi ratzon milfanecha, Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, שתקדש עלינו את החודש הזה לטובה, לטובה, ולברכה, ותיתן לנו חיים ארוכים, חיים של שלום.
שתהיבנו אהבת תורה, אהבת תורה, אהבת תורה, ויראת שמיים קיים, שימלאו משאלות ליבנו לטובה. אמן, אמן, סלام.
So now Cheshvan gets a big announcement, even though it has no holidays. Rabbi Eshel just asked me to do something, so I have to do it.
Yeah.
When we're announcing the month of Kislev, the month of Hanukkah, who can guess what melody we would sing Rosh Chodesh to? Say that. Rosh Chodesh Kislev. So you don't even need to know that Hanukkah falls in Kislev. You just hear that melody. How about Pesach? What melody? Seder.
Pharaoh. No?
Rosh Chodesh Nisan yeh bayom harivi. Adirhu. Right? So that's how we announce each of the months throughout the year that have holidays in them.
See, I told you, pretty cool. Now we're going to take the time to think about those in our lives, in our families, in our community, who may be in need of healing, whether that's physical healing, mental healing, or spiritual healing. Specifically today, we bring to mind Nicole Alkov, Emily Blau, Jacob Friedman, Merlot Gadushi, Levi Jonathan, Cindy Lederer, Michael Levi, Ronald Lonenke, Annette Pansky, Trevor Sangster, Charles Schwartz, Alan Cerroti, Helen Smerling. If you are thinking of anyone today, I invite you now to say those names in your hearts as we continue with a Misha Berach prayer for healing. We're in the middle of page 253. So before we continue, just a few brief announcements. Oh boy. Kenta Gurney and I would like to thank our phenomenal musicians. Kenta Gurney, another introduction, if you will.
Leo Shadyapov, Hope Easton, Jordan Ross, Bill Beck. Thank you all so much.
And I'm gonna read this one because there's a phenomenal opportunity for all of us, a program that we're having here on Wednesday. Please join us for an incredible event coming up this week on October 26th here at the Irmis campus at 7 p.m. Ben Freeman is an author of the seminal manifesto of the modern Jewish pride movement that is revolutionizing the Jewish world. He will take us on a powerful learning journey on the impact of Jew hate in the 21st century, especially on our younger Jewish generations. More importantly, he will educate, inspire, and empower us to respond to the onslaught of anti-Jewish rhetoric, flooding the media and political campaigns, and how to combat anti-Semitism externally and internally in these challenging, disturbing times. If you have never heard Ben Freeman speak, I please implore you, come and listen. He's a phenomenal speaker, phenomenal educator, very smart, very articulate, very dynamic, and really, I follow him on Instagram and on Facebook, and I use a lot of his stuff in my educating of teens. He shares it in a very accessible way. So if you have the opportunity, I invite you to come and hear Ben this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Also, I want to make sure that everyone is receiving the emails with all of the fabulous programming opportunities that we have at Wilshire. If you're not receiving the emails, I invite you to please reach out to us so we make sure that we have your correct email. And for those of you who may not be members of Wilshire Boulevard Temple or may be interested in learning a little bit more, also please reach out to us, also membership, and to any of our clergy or professional staff. Be happy to talk to you about our wonderful congregation. Maybe I'm a little biased. I don't think so. It's pretty great. Well, I didn't do anything.
You do that again.
I didn't do it. See, that I for sure didn't do. I didn't touch anything. Wasn't me. These guys.
Okay, it's okay.
So, last but certainly not least, Juliet, Kayla, Natalia, how are you feeling? Feeling good? Good. Good? Is that a question? Are you telling me or asking me? What did I do?
Stop hammering the table. This is not a court.
Hi, nice to meet you, David Eschel. You know that I can't control myself. What? I can use the handhelds. I'm using the handhelds. Okay. Mazel tov to the three of you. I am so excited that all of you will be called to the Torah tomorrow as bat mitzvah. I can't wait to hear all about it. I know I get to celebrate with some of you, with two of you, and then afterwards I'm coming to the lunch, which is good, so I'll get to see you and wish you a big mazel tov. But I'm super excited for you and for your beautiful families. It's just going to be wonderful. So really, mazel tov to you. Mazel. Right. And then after our service, we're going to continue right here with Kiddush and Motzi, and with our Benot Mitzvah families. And then afterwards, we have fabulous little nosh on the outside that we'll join together right after our services. So with that, I think we're good. What do you want me to do? Use that mic to turn that one. There you go. Fabulous. We're going to continue now. I broke it. Yes, I know. Sorry. Put it on my tab. 282. We're going to turn to page 282 in the middle of the page, and we're going to rise for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon ha'kol, latin gidula li'yotzer breshit, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו גר, וגורלנו ככל המורא. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא
We now take the time to think about those in our lives, our families, our community, who have no longer with us, those who have died in these past 30 days, these past shloshim from our community. Rahele Aftalion, Mark Cordova, Kenton Crooms, Norman Felsenthal, Jerome Jerry Franklin, Shuli Katz, Ann Lauterbach, Gabriel Lobel, Philip Rubin, Larry Shulman, Joyce Slayton, Jerry Weiser. The following are the names of those who the memorial of their death, the yortzeit of their death, fell during this past week. Pauline Abrahams, Jack Andick, Gilbert Anion, Saul Arno, Celia Buchanevsky, Tom Bosley, Helen Breitbart, Chris Breskin, Jack Bronte, William Calvert, Aileen Carr, Minerva Chaskis, Gloria Chosen, Marvin Cohen, May Colburn, Roger Kramer, Leslie Davidson, Alex Engelman, Saul Etzhaken, Bess Etzhaken, Deborah Falcone, Fred Follick, Edith Fomil, Rebecca Galper, William Gantz, Carrie Hayden Gerson, Samuel Goldfarb, Lawrence Goodman, Eugene Goodwin, Eleanor Greenberg, Helen Hanover, Ada Hecht, Sari Heller, Harvey Hertz, Louis Hyman, Berta Izbelinskaya, Faye Cater, Marshall Katz, Linda Carol Clapper, Miriam Klein, Ruben Comensar, Iris Liniado, Michelle Liddell, Russell Leventhal, Sophia Lever, Harry Lever, Harlan Liss, Ted Lynn, Alvin Mark, Ray Matorin, Sandy Menon, Marvin Miller, Paul Miller, Marion Millett, Gilbert Mombach, Lawrence Newman, Greta Panish, Laura Pashkow, Muriel Paivo, Ava Reese, Dorothy Ressler, Bart Riven, Elise Rosenfield, Olin Ruxin, Anna Sanders, Henry Sanders, Lee Schulinger, Selma Schulman, Lily Chappelle, Alexandra Shapiro, Malia Schleinberg, Faye Silver, Donald Silverman, Louis Slutsky, Eugene David Spurtis, Lillian Stone, Jerome Sugarman, Judith Sussman, Shulamis Tager, Albert Toman, Betty Traeger, Albert Tuch, Louis Vigon, Clara Waldo, Selma Walters, Ann Weber, Howard Weinstock, Jack Weisblatt, Elaine Weiss, Malcolm Weiner, Molly Ziff. We add to those names all of those who have died defending the United States of America. We add to those names all of those who have died defending the state of Israel. We add to those names all of those who have died from senseless acts of terror and hatred around the world. We add to those names all of those who have no one left to say the mourner's Kaddish, the mourner's prayer for them. And finally, if you are thinking of anyone else today, or if I have mispronounced a name that you know of, I invite you now to say those names in your hearts. And with that, I'm going to invite all of us to please rise in support of those in our community thinking of someone today. We're on page 294, the Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ומעל מים, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה, שמי דקודשה בריחו. לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהא שלם הרבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. ועושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
עושה שלום, שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We remain standing for Kiddush. Come and bring your families. Kayla, Juliet, Natalia, bring your families, bring your families. There it is. That is a good-looking blue challah. All right, we raise our glasses. Here we go. Let's raise
Let's
our
raise those
glasses.
Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam.
borei v'mi'arafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza banu b'shabbat kodsho be'ahav rotzon inchilanu zikaron le'maaseh bereshit ki hu yom tefillah le'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziyat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim b'shabbat kodshcha be'ahava u'b'ratzon inchaltanu.
Raise him up, raise him up.
Baruch atah Adonai mekayesh ha-Shabbat.
Amen. L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Oh, delicious.
Now the challah.
Now the challah.
You can remove the covers from the challah.
Ooh, the challah. Natalia, get that challah. You're gonna hold
All
the
right,
challah.
hold that challah up, everyone.
Juliet, you're gonna grab it.
Prepare to share it with your family.
Here we go.
And we sing.
Here it
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
1, 2,
Shabbat
3.
Shalom.
Oh!
Pull that challah.
Juliet, pull. Come on. You can.
It's the challah pull with the siblings.
Shabbat Shalom,
Shabbat
everyone. Awesome. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.